My name is Eddie.
And I'm Omari.
And we are the two voices of the week.
Start Natives.
Our culture unfiltered. Discussing the way of this world and the next. Two voices.
Two voices.
Queer. Candid. Discussing the way of this world and the next.
Discussing the ways of this world and the next. Discussing the ways of this world and the next.
Discussing the way of this world
Discussing the ways of this world.
Ooh, so there's this thing lately that has come out with men's doing like they are doing their nails like with like actual paint, like they're doing like this like lines or dots, things like that. But and it's really cool.
It's very tribal.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
And
it's black, isn't it?
Yeah.
They always do black.
Even though they do other colors, like they do other things, but mainly for the dots and lines, it's mainly black.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's very tribal. I feel like it might be like derivative of something like tribal.
But it looks cool though.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it because it's like for men. It's like, why not men?
Yeah, it's light. Yeah, it's real light. Like 2 lines across a finger or like a nail or like a couple, like 3 dots down a nail or something. It's real. It's very you can't clock it. Like you really wouldn't be able to clock it until you really look at their hands. You be like, oh, but you got your nails done. Like your nails are done. Like done. Like yeah. You know.
Unless they have the glow, the glitter, not the glow, but like the
gloss.
Nail,
gloss. Like a little gloss. Yeah.
That's when
I used to look. Bitch, I really used to do like those were 2 things that I used to. What did you just do? I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? No, I remember. Okay, so when I was in high school, I used to do my nails, and I used to wear mascara, but I always kept it light. So there used to be, but the thing is, I kept it light.
Oh, okay.
But so I used to buy like clear polish. I never went outside of clear polish, just because any other color polish was like too clockable, I guess. But a little clear was like, just a little ding. I just want to be able to like wave my finger in your face like, bitch, don't play with me, and it hit you like ding, like Mr. Clean on my nails. And
just like your bald head.
Right, just like my bald head, right. And I also used to wear mascara, but I did upgrade from clear mascara because I didn't like it, because once it dried, it looked like when you need a fill-in on your fingernails.
Oh yeah.
It looked like that. And then like my eyelashes are already like big and pretty or whatever, but I had I started wearing this. It was this mascara called Stiletto, and I know some people might remember it. I want to say it was made by like Rimmel London, either them or like L'Oreal, but it was called Stiletto, and the thing was actually shaped like the heel of a stiletto. And I bought me a little some of that, and I just said, and there was this boy who I used to have this crush on when I was in high school, and his name was James, but we used to call him Big Dick James. Because James had a big old dick. He did. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like it in my life. And at that time. And I remember I was talking to him one day because I used to sit behind him in whatever class that was. And we was talking. And he was like, do you have a mascara on? I was like, no. Just like blinking like no, I do not. I do not. Like heavily blinking. Yeah. I was like, no, of course not.
No, of course not.
But like
I did that once for like a birthday of mine back in I wanna say like 2016. Yeah, 2016, because I was going to I went down to Orlando because then later on I was gonna go to New York. And it was around my birthday, so I'm like, why not just a little bit of mascara, like do the lines, especially like the lines, because the line make your eyes.
That's the thing. I looking back at it now, it's like I should have did eyeliner. I should have strayed away from mascara and just did eyeliner because I already have lashes.
Yeah, so I did the it mainly was the eyeliner. So I did the eyeliner and everything. It looked different, right? So I went to Orlando, like I went to the club with my friends and everything, and there was this guy that I used to talk to, Chocolate, Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, him.
we do love
And
chocolate.
it's like, do you have eyeliner?
Shh.
And I'm like,
I'll never
no,
tell.
he's like, you know, your eyes look different. He's like, I don't know, I don't like it. And I'm like, it's okay, I know. So I went to the bathroom, and I kind of contemplated not taking it off, and I was about to, but then I got distracted.
Was it by chocolate?
No, by another guy.
Oh, whore.
He saw me. He's like, "Ooh, I know you," and I'm like, "Oh," and we knew each other, and
Okay.
he like really opened the door and came in, and
oh,
just a few kisses, and then that was it.
so fuck the eyeliner. It's funny because like I remember, so I may have talked about this before, like when I used to do my eyebrows. And it's weird because now looking back, I was like, girl, why the fuck was I doing my eyebrows? It's weird. There were so many like little things. It's like, girl, why are you doing this? Now looking back at it, bitch,
experimenting.
Yeah, like there are a few pictures of me I know somewhere where I got my eyebrows done, and they was like
really thin.
No, they weren't. No, I never did thin.
So what you did?
Thicker.
Oh,
like thicker eyebrows, and it's like, girl, because they were like filled in. Because the thing is, like, I started with like doing I had got my eyebrows waxed a couple of times, but then I was like, I discovered threading. I discovered threading, and I was like, oh, bitch, this is tea. And I remember my lady, her name was Suni.
Yeah.
And we were like, girl, we're going to see Suni. Because me and my friend, we used to go, like, we go every now and then, bitch. I'm like, girl, guess why you know Suni? Guess why I know Suni, bitch? And she would thread your eyebrows. And it was at the Avenues Mall. And that was my go-to place. Because it was nice, because it gave it like a natural arch, you know? And then I stopped doing it because I felt like I was losing my eyebrows. Oh, like something was missing. I was like, let me stop that.
Even though I don't have that.
Yeah. Probably. But I think it did give me like a natural arch though
it
after a while.
Beautiful, and with this beautiful hair.
Like slashes in the eyebrows, because like when Lil Bow Wow and stuff came out, everybody experimented with a little slash in the eyebrow. You know,
they're doing that again now.
Oh yeah, all that shit coming back,
especially on the Hispanics.
So
like one of my friends has like the line, and then my barber is like, "Oh, do you want?" And I'm like, "No,
get out my face."
No, and he was gonna is it this side? I think it's this side. Yeah, this side. Like I have like designs and everything, and he was gonna do something where like the line matches the design. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it would have been cute and everything, but I'm like, no. I like my beautiful eyebrows just like the way they are, and just leave them like that.
Yeah. Yeah, after a while, I was just like, girl, I ain't gotta do all this. And plus, that's probably one of my favorite things about, like, it's probably about to sound, like, very toxically masculine, but that's probably my favorite thing about being a man is that I don't have to wear all of that. I know that may be some toxic, but it's like, the reason why I don't like wearing, like, makeup and stuff like that, because I just don't like stuff on my face, and my skin is really sensitive. Yeah. So it's like, I can't wear all of that stuff.
Not only that, but it's like it's a process to really take it off. It's heavy. And everything. Yeah.
And the way I'm set up, bitch, I can't see myself waking up extra early just to put a face on. No ma'am.
Yeah, exactly.
No ma'am.
Like when I did the Halloween for like Cruella de Vil and I did that makeup, I'm like, no. Like it don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was cute. It was perfect. Like, and not only that was like me doing my first time the full face and everything, and it looked perfect, and like with one section learning, and it's like, not what?
I just thought about
what?
Nobody should have ever introduced the gays to Beijing's and fucking bronzer.
Why?
Beijing. Okay, so Beijing is it's a hair dye. Get you a Beijing. And all that stuff, it's crazy because that stuff really kind of trickled down from like the pageant scene. So you would get a Beijing because it makes your hair darker. You know, you basically dyeing your hair black and it gives it like a slicker look. Bitch, there's a prom picture of me. My face was dusted with nothing but bronzer. And I had a fresh Beijing. That's the reason why. Girl, I look like a ghost. Nobody should have introduced the punks to bronzers and Beijings because we did not know how to do anything in moderation. My God.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
Gays do not know how to do
no,
things in
nothing in moderation.
Yeah.
Everything just got to be over the top.
Yeah, extra as hell.
Dyeing the fuck out your hair. Getting the Beijing, girl.
Mm-mm. Yeah. No.
And then now I think about it, that shit just looks so unnatural. It looks so unnatural. And I think that's why I stopped doing it, because it's like I want it to look natural. The only thing I really kind of care about is like my skincare, as far as like make sure I don't have like bumps and stuff. Like even right now, this is coming. And bitch, you know what this come from? You know what this come from? The fucking mask.
Oh.
It come from the mask, because my skin like gets oily really fast, and like I have a certain type of skin. Thankfully, I went to an esthetician and a dermatologist to find that out. But this came from the mask and having to wear the mask for long periods of time. So it just piled up dirt, and then boop, now I got a bump on my face.
My skin is not that sensitive.
Girl, please, you had a bump last time we recorded. Hold on, don't do me. Oh, did you not? Because you did. Because I remember you did. You knew that too.
I'm saying that my skin is not that sensitive, okay? Like my skin is not like yours.
This bitch tried it. Oh yeah, that's right, because you wash your face with bar soap. You got a shitty skincare routine, bitch.
I don't give a fuck.
This bitch just be using regular bar soap for the body. Must be nice.
Mira. You see me?
Must be nice, girl.
You see me? Beautifulness. Natural. Yeah, like now I'm a little bit interested in doing makeup, but then even then it's like it has to be very like
I need a natural beat.
Yeah, like a natural beat.
I need a
natural beat. Like, because I don't want that like heaviness and everything. Like, no.
Because the thing about makeup
unless I'm doing Halloween. Like, if I'm doing Halloween or maybe New Year's.
Yeah.
That will be like the only 2 moments where I kind of want to do a little bit extra.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only 2 moments. But then after that, it's like just nice.
The only thing about like makeup is like, bitch, if a bitch catch you in the wrong light,
that too.
You will see it all. That's why it's like I'd rather like a natural beat, because at least then it's so light that it's like if I do walk into if I walk into some fucking like fluorescent lighting, then it doesn't look like, oh shit, like this bitch look ghostly, boo, bitch, like damn. So it's like I ain't trying to look like that. Like that's why it took me a long time to find like a good sunscreen. If black people, if it's hard to find sunscreen that don't make you look ghostly.
Yeah.
I finally found some that I really like, because I was recommended one by my esthetician, and it's cool, but it does like a matte finish. So it's kind of like wearing makeup, because it's so light, because I think it's meant to be mixed with makeup. And it's cool because it keeps you from being like shiny, but also if you don't put it on like way in advance before having to see anybody, you're going to see it on your skin. So now I use Supergoop. I used to use SkinCeuticals. I like SkinCeuticals, but I have to mix it a little bit with my Supergoop. So it's chemistry. All of it's chemistry. It's just chemistry.
You just spoke Chinese to me right now.
It's
yeah.
Supergoop is a brand. I will like to be paid for this sponsorship. And SkinCeuticals is also a brand that I would like to be paid for the sponsorship. And, they make skincare products. Yeah, Supergoop makes sunscreen. But Supergoop is my current sunscreen.
To me in like a different language. And I'm like, what? No?
I love Supergoop.
Like, I am gay, but I'm not that kind of gay. Like,
look,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you can find you a good sunscreen, and I think black people, if you want to get you a nice sunscreen, I know there is like a black girl sunscreen. Like, it's called Black Girl Sunscreen. It's made by a black girl, and she made it specifically for black skin. I have not used it, but I do like Supergoop. So I think it's good. It blends in with the skin well. They do have a matte version. And
they're not paying for that, right?
I mean, they might. Maybe. I use your shit. Pay me.
But I'm just saying, they're not paying for this advertisement.
Well, look.
You're giving a free advertisement.
I mean, maybe they'll come across this, because I'm on #Supergoop you hoes, and you gonna give me my money.
But I do want to say one thing is, do your daily saintly duties by following, subscribing, sharing, liking, and commenting. And I don't know.
Well, Tyler Perry just became a billionaire.
True.
And the reason why I bring that up is because if you're talking wants and needs, you know, everybody thinks that they need to be, you know, a billionaire or a millionaire, and you don't need that because it's not a necessity. Like I don't think any one person should amass that much wealth. I understand how you can, you know, you run fast, you know, you play like professional sports, I understand that you go through a lot of stuff, but it's crazy because it's like, it's weird that you can't be a millionaire and still live in a regular house, in a regular neighborhood. Yeah. Because everybody knows you have a lot of money. And the only reason why you even need that much, it's almost like your lifestyle has to become the kind of lifestyle that uses the kind of money of a millionaire.
Correct.
Because you got to be able to have security. You got to be able to like get away from people because you can't really trust people now because everybody going to try to, you know, get up on your coin. Yeah. Because you got so much money.
But what I really wanted to bring up, and it's a little bit sad, but at the same time, I don't want it to be sad. But, you know, recently it just happened that Chad.
Oh, yeah. Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. He passed away.
Yeah.
But I love his story. And one of the things that I like that was happening a lot with him was full circle. He had a lot of full circle moments.
Yeah.
For example, like with Michael
B. Jordan.
B. Jordan.
Which is funny because his name is Michael Jordan. It's just the B that differentiates him.
Exactly. But, you know, you have him where because of Chad, he was able to be in this
Black Panther.
No, he was in this weird show before because he wanted. The reason why he didn't feel like doing that show was because he felt like the character that he was doing or portraying was a little bit too stereotypical. And so he felt like he needed to speak on that. And so because he spoke and everything, I forgot, it's like All My Children, something like that. I think it's like a soul opera, something like that. Oh. Where he had to speak up and he said something and they kind of like, you know,
they
him out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
that's what happens.
then they gave So then they gave the character to Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, okay.
But then when he got it, they took his input. They took the input from Chadwick. Yeah.
Okay.
And so then after that, you know, then they do Black Panther. They have like an interview, and that's when he brings it up. And then Jordan was like, "Damn, he didn't know." So it's like, this is really the first time I hear about this.
Yeah.
And you know, then he's like, if it wasn't because of him, I wouldn't be able to have the role that I had.
Right.
So there we have a full circle. He was able to become an actor because of Denzel Washington. Because Denzel Washington
is a good fucking man. Yeah. He always putting the black actors on.
Yeah, he paid for his studies to be able to go to the university and everything. The thing is that Denzel did not know who he was paying for.
Oh.
So then when they had the premiere for Black Panther, Chad went and told him. And that's when it's like, oh, so now I know why I came here, because you owe me money.
Right.
So, you know, cute. But it had, and again, a full circle. Then the other moment that it was very intriguing was with the one that played his mom. And
Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Angela Bassett. He was supposed to be like the one that takes her, something like that, to for her to speak for the alumni that were graduating.
Oh, okay.
And so he was supposed to take her and everything. And she actually talks about it recently on one of her posts because he passed away. Like, she talks. And that's another full circle.
Yeah.
And that was like intriguing, knowing that he went through all this pain and everything, but how he was able to give to us and everything. And where I think that he wanted to fulfill his purpose. And in a sense, he was able to fulfill his purpose.
Yeah.
Because that was something that he was always talking about purpose and having like something in this world and things like that. And it's just intriguing how in like this small time that he had from starting with all his films, you know, and then now it's like you see the purpose and how he actually gave to us, and that in a sense, yeah, it sucks that we don't have it anymore in that way.
But he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, like in a way we feel that we didn't get much, but at the same time it's like we did got a lot from
like
him.
Nobody's ever gonna forget Black Panther. And I really hope I don't know what they're gonna do with like another Black Panther, but I really hope that they don't do what I think they're gonna do, because Hollywood does what they do.
Well, I'm hoping that I kind of saw these things where I'm hoping that they will give the role, instead of making a new Black Panther, like getting a new actor, that they will use his sister in the story, and she will be the next Black Panther.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and then there is like,
that would be cool.
Somebody said on Facebook that there is some comics where they actually go into her story and make her like the Black Panther. There's not a lot of comments on, like, a lot of issues on that one, but they do have like some examples.
That's cool. That's a cool way to do it.
That will be good. Even though there was somebody on Facebook that didn't like that I share something like that. Yeah. Like, I mean,
it is a little too soon to be thinking about, because it's like, it's almost like frivolous to even be thinking about like fucking Black Panther outside of him. Yeah. You know, because he is Black Panther, he's a Black Panther we know, and it's almost like, damn, you think about moving on already and replacing him, and it's like, it's not that. It's just like, I just hope they just honor it, and I don't want it to be like how they did with Paul Walker with Fast and the Furious, and it. Ugh, they milked the fuck out of
Even though they might have to do a little bit just to kind of like, I guess to do like the closing.
Yeah, like a transition.
Yeah, like a transition to like his passing, but I don't know. Yeah. It just, you know, things
like that. But I think they'll honor him, because I think if Ryan Coogler is going to do it, and I think they have a lot of integrity in that sense, that they'll make sure that they don't, you know. One thing I didn't like people doing is, he did all that stuff while he was sick, and that's amazing. But I don't like people using that to call other people lazy.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't like that. Like, I don't think that's cute. Because, one, I don't believe in suffering in silence. Yeah. That man was suffering in silence.
He was.
Even though his family and stuff knew, but...
He was.
And it's like, but I don't believe in it. I don't think that... it's great that he did, and that's nice. But I would not recommend anybody to be that. Feeling like that and working themselves to the bone for other people like that. No, at all.
Yeah, that's not healthy. And then the other thing that I really didn't like about all that, too, was that... that some people, I don't know, you know, if they did or not, but it's like that they were always judging him because he looked skinny and everything.
Yeah, they was.
And then now it's like, oh, him, and it's like, no, see, you shouldn't have been judging.
Yeah, because the internet is evil. That's why the other day I said, y'all don't care about, like, y'all always try to talk about something, you never know what people are going through. It ain't that you never know what people, y'all don't give a fuck. Like, y'all really don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care what people are going through. Y'all don't care.
Y'all don't care. That is true.
On this internet, on here, y'all don't give a fuck what people are going through. So don't try to make it seem like, oh, you just never know what people are going through. Shut your ass up. You don't care. You don't care what people are going through.
My name is Eddie.
And I'm Omari.
And we are the two voices of the week.
Stark Natives.
Our culture unfiltered. Discussing the way of this world and the next. And again, do not forget to do your daily saintly duties by following, subscribing, sharing, liking, and commenting. And you know all the other shit.
And all the other shit, because it's all there. And you know, do what you're supposed to do.
And at the same time, maybe, just maybe, you might see something coming up with the name of a new episode. Just, you know, go. And if not, then you know what to do on Mondays. So, again, my name is Eddie.
And I'm Omari.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.